Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 on Nyxus Gaming. We are here in the Mass Bay Medical Center, just where I said we would start. In between episodes, I did go to Goodneighbor and I sold everything that Piper and I were carrying that we didn't want, just so we could come back here and pick up these power armor pieces.
Heads up.
Now, I still have like 203 pounds on me after selling all my stuff. But that's fine, because Piper here can carry the rest of it. Alright, so there was that, and there was one more piece of loot for us to get here in this area before we left. I've already scouted it out. I know where it is. It is a Vault-Tec lunchbox. Oh, hi, Piper. Nice of you to join me in the elevator. It's a Vault-Tec lunchbox on the 3rd floor in the waiting room. We are on the 4th floor now, so we gotta go downstairs. And it should be over in this corner here, right here on the couch. And what did we get? We got a pen. Isn't that dandy? Alright, that is everything here that we wanted to get in the Mass Bay Medical Center. We're gonna spend a good portion of this episode looking around and finding stuff in Goodneighbor. We got to Goodneighbor like 2 episodes ago, but we haven't really done anything there yet other than see a guy get shot, see a speech from Handshot? I can't speak. Also, the guy wasn't shot, he was stabbed. Gotta get that right. We got a speech from Hancock at the end of the last episode, and we've sold stuff to Daisy. That's about all we've done, really. But now we're gonna get to know the town proper. I honestly like Goodneighbor more than Diamond City. It's all the outcasts, you know, they don't let ghouls or anyone different into Diamond City, so they gotta go to Goodneighbor. And Hancock's in charge. He's a ghoul. He lets everyone in, as long as you obey his law. He's a fun dude. We might get him as a companion later on, but it'll be a little bit. I'm thinking at least 6 or 7 episodes before we get him. I was hoping to get him towards the beginning of this Goodneighbor session, but sadly we can't. Also, still on the next gen update, which means still no mods, which means still some long loading screens. So I'm going to let this go for a little bit longer, and if not, you'll probably see me reload the game and restart it in order to get the loading screen working. And we are back. Luckily, I didn't have to restart the game that time. Okay. So before the enemies swarm us, let's... Where are they? Yeah, area's off limits. Why are you guys nearby? I've been able to fast travel from here before, but now suddenly I can't? You're not even hostile to me. Are you seriously stopping me from fast traveling? No, okay, good. I don't know what enemy was stopping me if it wasn't him. Okay, so here in Goodneighbor, we're gonna start off by talking to Daisy again, because she should give us a small little miscellaneous quest.
You won't believe what's in the is it food or not section.
Is it food?
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
Ghoul.
What's it like, you know, being a ghoul?
Well, it's a lot worse when people always ask you about it all the time. But I guess I can't blame them. On the upside, I look pretty good for being over 220 years old. Now, were you buying anything?
Wait, you're 220 years old?
Okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
I mean, I'm that old technically.
Actually, I do.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war if you're so ancient.
It was... I mean, it was violent and ugly with the war, but it was a lot more beautiful and peaceful. Let's tell it like it is. It's violent and ugly.
The world before was nothing but petty governments going to war, dragging us into it, and shooting whoever refused to clean up the mess.
You know, I had a husband that was killed in the war with the Reds. They didn't even tell me where he died. Classified information and all that. Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
So, what do you remember about the past?
Oh, sweetie. I was an angry young woman back then. Thought the world was sick and wouldn't give me my due. Then it all ended, and well, I ended in a way, becoming a ghoul. Maybe when you get to be my age, everything starts to look like fate. Anyway, I like your story better, whether or not it's true.
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
Alright, that pre-war ghoul she mentioned is the miscellaneous quest, so we gotta find him in the Hotel Rexford. We'll go ahead and ask her for work. I don't think we'll do her quest right away.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
What's a super mutant?
They're big, green, and destroy or kill anything they come across. Except other super mutants. That's why I'm putting up the money. What do you say?
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
An overdue book, you say? We have a lot of those. We might actually do that quest later this episode if we have time, but I want to finish up in Goodneighbor first. Daisy is one of the few shops you find here. She is sort of a general merchant, and right next door you have guns, and guns. Run by an Assaultron, but this one is a lot more friendly than the one we fought last episode. This is Cleo.
Hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot?
Designation Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation. KLEO. Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
You're An Assaultron?
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman. And I run a store that sells very large guns. So what'll it be?
Alright, so you
Let's see
can
what you have.
barter
Murder
and check her
mayhem
shop.
at a discount.
But like she said, it's mainly going to be ammo, guns, and probably some good armor that you can find here. I think I'm doing pretty good on ammo right now, so I'm going to skip on that. And we might see Cleo later.
Hey,
Actually,
Cleo.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
okay, Cleo does not have work for us, so yeah, we'll skip her and maybe come back. Let's start heading around. And we'll go to the Hotel Rexford next. Don't worry, we'll be getting into some of these other places I'm passing up. The Memory Den is another big, important one, actually involved in the main quest, so we'll be getting there definitely at some
Hell of a
point.
load you're carrying. Better sell some to Daisy before someone
These
swipes
warehouses will be important for another quest that we'll end up doing.
He looked just like Sammy, too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother? Got a
Sammy?
reason to be bothering me. I just had to shoot
Sammy
some body
was
snatcher
not the
over
real
here.
Sammy. Sammy was a synth. So if you ever want to know if someone's a synth or not, you can kill them, and if they are, they have a synth component on them. That is the only way you can tell if someone is a synth or not. Kind of scary. Alright. So this is pretty much it for Goodneighbor. Just this little walk around that we had here and all the places we passed. It's not a very big town, but there are quite a few important locations in it and a lot of side quests to do. Let's head into the Hotel Rexford because that's where our first loot is going to be, and this pre-war ghoul that Daisy told us to talk to. If you've paid attention to the first episode of the game, you might be pleased to know who this pre-war ghoul
Are you going to hang out in
is.
the lobby all day again, or are you actually going to go down and do some work?
Being available to the customers is work. It's not all about cooking chems, Claire.
It's not all about sampling those chems either. Maybe if you stopped using, you could focus.
What? Where's the fun in cooking it if you ain't using it?
My mistake.
Oh man, someone new! You need some Jet, man? Home-brewed, reasonable prices?
Jet?
What's Jet?
You don't know? It's the best. It just hypercharges everything. Like you got the speed of 10 men in one inhaler.
What other kinds of chems do you have?
Well, you got your medicinal shit, Rad-X and Rad-Away for radiation sickness. Hey, do you think that's why they call it Rad-X? That's far out. Mentats are for the sciencey types, you know, eggheads looking for a boost to solve big problems. Buff-outs for the muscle men. Fuck, just try it all is what I say.
You have any work?
Yeah, actually, you might be perfect. You know the gunners, right? The high-end mercenaries? Well, a few of them were talking about scavenging around that old hallucinogen building. I mean, just think about that name. There's gotta be some shit there that's out of this world. You get me something, I pay you 200 caps.
You said there were gunners out there?
The blackest-hearted mercs around, friend. Well-armed, organized. So, you know, make sure they don't catch you.
Anything more you can tell me about hallucinogen?
Like I said, that name's killer. They probably made all kinds of chemicals worth grabbing. The gunners were willing to send a team in there, and those guys don't go after lame marks.
All right, Fred. We have a deal.
You're the best. The absolute best.
Alright, that is a quest we'll probably do here in like 2 or 3 episodes. Let's see
Before
what
you even start,
Claire
let's
is.
get to the point. We have rooms, one room specifically. Payment due up front.
Can you tell me a bit about this hotel?
Oh, why do they always have questions? The Hotel Rexford used to be a grand establishment. We even had guests that didn't throw up all over the floor. But now the only people who come by are looking for somewhere to nurse a hangover or shoot up chems. So, still want a room?
Who owns this place?
Mr. Morowski. Oh, you should have seen him in his day. This place used to be flowing with high-end chems, beautiful clients, and oh, the parties. But now he just stews in the back office and disgraces his parents' memory. I swear, if they knew how far he's fallen, they'd die all over again. So why don't you rent a room before I get worked up?
Tell me more about this Morowski character.
Oh, why bother? He's worthless. The other big names caught him with his pants down, and now he just has this ratty hotel. That's the way Goodneighbor operates. The strong make it to the top, until someone stronger kicks them down. Now, are you buying this room, or not?
Tell me a bit about yourself, Claire.
I have been working in this hotel for over 40 years, and this is not how I imagined spending my retirement. Now, are you done being nosy, or are you getting a room?
I find it funny. She keeps wanting us to get a room, and we just find something else to ask about every time. That's
No,
Claire.
not
You can get a room here if you want.
Moocher column.
Moocher, yeah, whatever. You can get a room from her here if you want, and of course,
It's my favorite
Fred,
person.
he sells ya chems if you're into that.
I just clean up around.
The guy we're looking for should be upstairs. This pre-war ghoul. Just, maybe he's upstairs. Maybe he... Oh, there he is. Doesn't he look familiar?
What? No, it can't. It's you. From Sanctuary Hills, right?
Wait, are you from Vault-Tec?
I am Vault-Tec. 20 years of loyal service, and now look at me. I wasn't on the list. But you, look at you. 200 years, and you're still perfect. How? How's that possible?
The vault had these pods that froze us in place. I only thawed out recently.
What? Vault-Tec never told me that. Unbelievable. Well, I had to get to the future the hard way. Living through the filth, the decay, and the bloodshed. Look at me. I'm a ghoul. A freak.
Are there any other ghouls out there from before?
You mean crazy Kent and nothing bothers me, Daisy? Yeah, there's a couple of us. But no one from the neighborhood. No one from Vault-Tec. He just left me there.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know this
It's
would happen.
not even my fault. I have to apologize.
You're the only other person I met.
Why should I have to apologize? It's not my fault.
Oh God. I've been so alone here. No Commonwealth settlement. Once a ghoul with 200 years of Vault-Tec sales experience.
Hey, you know, you could head back to Sanctuary. I'll come visit. I promise.
Really? You will? Okay. I'll head over there right now. You promise you'll come visit, right? I'll see you there.
And with that, he heads to Sanctuary, and he is now a unique settler that we have in our settlements. You do have to send him to Sanctuary first, but after he goes there, I believe you can assign him anywhere you want. But yeah, what a friendly face, right? He's so lonely after 200 years. Maybe he can go be lonely with Preston Garvey, right?
Looking for a room?
Okay, so loot-wise, at the counter here on the side, we got a magazine, Live and Love. Get 5% more XP while adventuring with a companion. Very nice, because we always have a companion. Towards the back of the counter here, we have the hotel registry password. You can take it from here, or you can loot it from her, pickpocket her. It's just much easier. Take it from there to avoid all that. And I don't know what terminal that actually unlocks. I haven't really seen a terminal. Maybe it's in the back room here. Oh, that's Murawski. We can try talking to Murawski if we want. But, he's,
Look, I know it's an open door, but it's like a philosophically open door, okay? Get the hell out.
It's a philosophically open door. He doesn't want us in the room, if you couldn't tell. Okay, we have Fred Allen's password, which, of course, like the hotel registry, you can get from someone. You can get from Fred. Or, if we head down into the basement, we should be able to find another copy in here somewhere. I don't know where exactly, so we're going to have to look around a little bit. It will definitely get us into his terminal here. But as you can see, that's in the red, so I'm not going to do it. If we ever need to get into his terminal, though, we do have the password to do it. And then next up, the final thing we'll find here in the Hotel Rexford is in the ladies' room, which is in the sink. We find yet another Join the Railroad holotape, just like the ones we found in Diamond City.
Since they're not your enemy, they are victims in this war as well.
This ain't what it used to be.
True, they were created by the Institute. But they were created
That's what the hotel registry unlocks, I guess. The hotel registry terminal right behind it. That makes sense. I don't feel real bad about talking over this because we've played it 3 other times in Diamond City. It's literally the exact same holotape. And we're going to find multiples here in Goodneighbor as well. Let me pause real quick and look for where we're going next. The loot I have is separated into areas here in Goodneighbor, so I want to follow that. Okay, we're actually going to double back to Cleo's shop. I'll show you a couple of high-value items that you can steal. I'm not going to steal them, but they're there if you want them. And there is another Join the Railroad holotape that we can get there as well. Okay, looks like there's a little bit of a rad storm. That's fine.
I need to be a lot more higher.
Absolutely fine. We're in the safe walls of Goodneighbor. Doesn't bother me. Okay, so like I said, here in Cleo's shop, right behind her, you can steal a mini nuke. And there should also be a fat man that you can steal from her. I don't see that, though. It's not in the duffel bag. Oh, there it is. Right up against the counter. You can steal those if you want. I don't want to anger an Assaultron, so we are not going to do that. Come around here, though. Here is the Join the Railroad holotape. I'm just going to take it and not play it, because we really don't need to listen to that a 5th time now, do we? Alright, next up, like I said, the Memory Den is important in the main quest, and it's actually the whole reason that we came to Goodneighbor before finishing up everything in Diamond City. If you find Nick Valentine in Diamond City, then it closes off a small little quest here that you can do in the Memory Den. And I don't know, talk to Bobby, I guess that's what he was mentioning. We'll do that later. All this quest in the Memory Den does is it points us to Nick Valentine. Valentine, whatever. And I wanted to make sure we did it before actually going to Nick Valentine, because it's a cool little sequence from what I read that I've never done before. And I think we'll go ahead and do that now as we're getting the loot in here. Okay. So this is the Memory Den. basically, the whole idea is you can pay to go into one of these pods, and it'll let you walk through your memories, literally, if you want to, and remember everything that you want or need to do. And I guess we'll go ahead and...
I think you've stepped into the wrong place, sweetheart. You don't look like you need the memory den. Do you even know what we do here?
Something about memories?
Glad to meet someone who pays attention to the name. That's right. We let you relive the past. Now, I hate to turn such a clever boy away, but we aren't accepting new clients right now.
Why not?
Look, it's no secret that reliving a memory can be about having a good time, or helpful in remembering something you've forgotten or lost. But like anything worth doing in life, honey, it's got a kick to it, and the first time can be traumatic. So I keep the client list very small. People I trust. It helps us avoid a lot of unpleasantness.
You're cautious. I respect that. But I think I can handle it. If you'll just give me a chance.
Well, I suppose there's no harm in giving you a trial run. Now, memories involving other people are easiest. Recent events involving loved ones. Does anything come to mind?
I lost my son recently. Kidnapping. I'd do anything to see him again.
A missing child. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But I think we can help you. All right, sit down in the lounger. Let's see what memory we can find.
Yeah, so like I said, I've never done this sequence before, and it sounds really cool, and it'll give you a taste of a main quest we do later on.
Can you find a memory we can plug into?
What kind of memory are we looking for?
Our client is a father. Look for a memory about his son.
All right. Scanning the hippocampus. I found something. Very recent. The sync with the temporal lobes is strong.
That's the one. Lift the curtain, honey. It's showtime.
Showtime.
Here you are. Your memory. Just relax. We'll be monitoring your vitals on this end.
We get to relive our memories.
Override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Who are you? How could you be a part of this? How could you be a part of this? Oh my god. Nora! I can't watch this again. It should have been me. Why didn't they take me?
This is the one. Here.
It should have been me. Why didn't they take me?
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
No. God damn it. Please, no. Get the kid out of here and let's go. God damn it. We still have the backup. I'm gonna kill you.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
It should have been me. Why didn't they take
Reaching
me?
the end of the memory. Hold on.
I promise.
Try to calm down.
I'll find
Your
him.
blood pressure is spiking. I'll have you out of there in 3, 2, 1.
Easy there, sweetheart. Easy. I'm so sorry. If I had any idea that we were going to put you through that again, I would have said no.
Those people kidnapped my son. I have to find them.
Oh, I wouldn't even know where to start, honey. No, what you need is a detective. I have a friend, Nick Valentine. He works out of Diamond City. Trust me, honey, he's the best. He can find anyone.
And there we go. That completes the memory den. Now, like I said, if you've already found Nick Valentine, you cannot do this quest here. Also, remember this guy. We will see him later. And he will be kind of important. If you know who he is, then you know. But if you don't, just remember him. It's a very interesting thing. Okay.
Your memories of Vault 111? I'm so sorry we put you through that again.
Nick Valentine, honey. Diamond City. He'll help you.
Okay, so there are a few pieces of loot here. There is Irma's terminal password. Again, Irma carries it. Or we can get another copy on the second floor up here. I think. Maybe in this room. Somewhere. On the ground next to a dresser. On the ground next to a dresser. Ah, here we go. Irma's terminal password. And all that does is it will get us into her terminal right here, which again is red, so we don't really want to get into it right now. Let's see. That's actually all the loot we'll be getting from here right now. Everything else we'll be waiting until we do other quests here in the memory den to get. Alright, let's head to the next area. Next up, we're going to be heading into the old state house, which is where, it's where Hancock lives. I think we can get into it from here. Yeah. There are 2 more Join the Railroad holotapes here, and that's pretty much all we're looking for here at the moment. One is in the attic, and the other is in Hancock's room. Maybe we can actually talk to Hancock while we're here and get to know him a little bit better. I don't know where his room is, so let's just head up to the attic first, if we can.
Or you end up dead.
That's a little creepy. This looks like an attic. We're not gonna steal from the steamer trunk. Maybe it's across the way over here. It's on a dresser in the attic. Oh, here it is, in the middle room. Oh, I didn't mean to play that, but we're playing it now. Because we definitely need to listen to it again. Okay, Hancock's room. I would assume he stays on the second floor up here somewhere. Oh, there he is, right over there. We'll ignore him for now and try and look for this as the other one plays out.
Join the railroad. When you're ready for that next step.
I'm not
don't worry.
seeing it. It's on the coffee table. Ah, there it is.
We keep the game defensive. A simple castle strategy will draw the mutants to us.
And we can knock them off slowly. I like it.
I wasn't paying attention to their conversation.
A
Too
new
bad about
player in
Finn.
Goodneighbor.
Gonna miss him next super
Hello,
mutant
little
attack
pawn.
rolls round.
Welcome to
Oh
our
well.
fun and games.
What can I do for our newcomer?
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of skin back then. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, like, wild tears. I was young. Any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left, and only one hit. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
You're immortal?
Well, not exactly. Ghouls just age really, really slow. Something about the rads, maybe? Who knows?
You're a hell of a risk taker, Hancock.
Only have one life. Why not try it all? Anyway, did you need something else?
Tell me more about this town of yours, Goodneighbor.
It's all about the people, understand? They're freaks, misfits, and troublemakers, and that's why I love them. Everyone here lives their own life, their own way. No judgments. Now, was there anything else?
Did I hear you talking about the Institute?
You like my little speech? I do it every once in a while in case they're listening in. I want those synth makers to know that Goodneighbor is off limits. No one gets replaced in my town. But hey, weren't we talking about your needs? What did you come here for?
Why does the Institute replace people?
Hell if I know. Mess with people's heads, control us from the shadows, or maybe they do it just because they can. No one knows where the Institute is, what kind of people they are, or why they've decided to engineer their own slaves. But there it is. Just to be clear, everyone's welcome in Goodneighbor. I don't care if you're a synth, ghoul, or even a super mutant, so long as you play nice. And let me tell you, synths still under the Institute's control don't play nice. Done talking about this. What else you need?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pikmin Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Snoop it out and give me the word.
What else can you tell me about Pikmin Gallery?
Nothing. That's why I'm paying you to go out there.
Scout out Pikmin Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see. Find out what's really going on there.
Alright, we got a quest from him to investigate Pikmin Gallery, which we'll definitely be doing, maybe in an episode or two.
Keep your nose out.
There's still some stuff that I want to clear out here in Goodneighbor, though. We're gonna go to the last important location here in town, and get the loot there, maybe pick up one more quest, see another familiar face, and we'll probably end it off there. And we'll actually start questing around here next time. But for now, let's head to the third rail. I'm gonna let a song play while we're at the third rail, hopefully. And my thought process is this is not a radio song. This is not an actual real-life song in the game. This is a song that was made entirely for the game. So I'm thinking we should be able to actually listen to it. If not, I might be pulling this episode down and editing it out. Who knows? But it's a good song, so I'd like to at least try it out, you know? In the third rail, this is basically the club, the bar area of the city, and there is a singer named Magnolia.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
And basically, there are 3 songs in the game that only she sings. You can only hear here in the third rail. Is that her?
What?
Oh, no?
Another one of you mercs looking for McCready?
He's in the back room.
Come on inside and pull up a chair. No need to feel like a stranger, 'cause we're all a little strange.
Oi, we got beer.
They got beer.
Have you got a history?
Okay, I might not let this whole song play, but that's enough there. It's a good song. We'll just let it play in the background. We did get tipped off to a man named McCready in the back here.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Goodneighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, pal. If you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
This is McCready. I don't know if it openly says it, but it is the same McCready from Fallout 3 that you find in Little Lamplight, the mayor of the all-children town. He's grown up, he's had a stint with the Gunners, a mercenary, and he's still looking for jobs.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. That's how it goes when you run with the Gunners.
Never heard of the Gunners. Who are they?
One of the biggest gangs in the Commonwealth. Got a rep for being crazy. You know, so tightly wound you'd think they were a cult or something. Stuck with them for a while because the money was good, but it never fit in. That's why I made a clean break and started flying solo. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
Are you always this suspicious?
Hey, you approached me. And frankly, I'm taking a huge risk being out here in the Commonwealth in the first place. So I'm not about to leave anything to chance. Which brings me back to my original question. Can I trust you?
Hold on. What kind of risk are you talking about?
I already told you way too much. Need to learn to keep my big mouth shut. Look, I'm tired of playing 20 questions. So I'll cut you a deal right now. 250 caps. Up front. And there's no room for bargaining. What do you say?
Everything's negotiable. Would you take 200?
Something wrong with your hearing? I just told you I'm not going to negotiate. So, are you in, or should I get back to my drink?
You've got a deal.
Now you're speaking my language. Alright, boss. You got yourself an extra gun. Lead on.
Alright, so he is a new companion that we can get. But don't worry, we aren't getting rid of Piper just yet. I want to very quickly come back
Head my way?
and re-recruit her.
You sure you want to travel with me?
I think I could suffer through it.
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
So, when are we going to have that one-on-one interview, Piper?
McCready. Never in a million years.
And we're going to send McCready to Sanctuary Hills as a new settler there. Just collect all of our companions there. McCready will probably be the next companion we use after Piper, just to kind of fill the gap between her and Nick Valentine. But, yeah, we got him on our list now. There is a quest that we can get from the bartender here. He, by the way, is the same guy that was bothering me in the bar at Diamond City. He's found me here, and don't worry, we'll be finally talking to him at some point here. Don't worry.
Who's the singer?
That is Magnolia,
flower of the third rail. Anything you want to know about her other than that is her business. Now, you gonna order?
The third rail. Is this your place?
What? Nah, Gov. Place is Hancock's. Old Charlie just keeps the floor clean, the drinks dirty. So, you buying or what?
So Hancock's the owner?
That's right. Owner and mayor of this whole bloody town. Trust me, never get on his bad side. Oh, and stay clear of his bodyguard. So, what's your poison?
Hancock has a bodyguard?
Yeah. A redhead with the condescending stare. Trust me, Gov, something about her ain't right. Not that I'd ever admit saying that. I'm trying to sell drinks here. You in?
What's the word around town?
Well, they say there's a newcomer around here who doesn't understand that I'm a bartender, not a damn news bot. Now, are you gonna drink?
I'll take a look, sure.
Don't bother tipping. I'm already overcharging you.
Hey, at least he's honest, right? He doesn't sell much, though, that interests
Now that
us.
you're licked up, got a proposition for you. I need a dirty boy to do some dirty, dirty work. Blood on the pavement, bodies in the ground, that kind of thing. Interested?
I want to hear the details first.
I got a certain anonymous client who's paying top dollar for a clean-up job. 3 locations. Everyone inside. No witnesses. Only catch? It's all in town. The old warehouses, so I can't use my regulars. Too noticeable. That's where you come in. The job's 200 caps. Payment after it's done. And don't worry, I'll know when it is.
I don't do work unless I know who's paying the bills.
Not your concern. Now, you taking the job or what?
3 locations? That's a lot of time. A lot of bullets.
Listen here, you. I'm playing ring around the rosy with no hired gun. Now, the client's offering 200 for the job, and 200 is what you'll get.
Okay, I guess we'll do it.
I'll get it done.
You better. Now, go out there and bust some heads.
Alright, I actually wanted to do this quest this episode, but we're running low on time, so we'll probably start next time with that. Let's talk to Magnolia.
Excuse me, miss?
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I've never heard that song before. Who wrote it?
I did. Everything I sing is an original. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. It's your eyes. Quick and intense. I bet you never miss a detail, You like what you see? So what brings a man like you to my part of town?
What do you think?
We're all trying to forget something, aren't we? I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
What's your story? How'd you end up singing here?
Oh, I flew into town like any songbird does, on a heavy wind with a wounded wing. Well, this place has a stage, I needed to sing, and Whitechapel Charlie needed customers, so here we are. Was there anything else?
Whitechapel Charlie's been here a long time, I take it?
Well, he never talks too much about his past. Neither do I, really. I guess that's why we get along. You should get to know him, though. Order a drink first. He always wants to talk business after someone's had a few. And was that all? You need anything else?
Come on, tell me the whole story. Who were you before all this?
You really want to know? It's all in the songs. Everything I am. Now, can I help you with anything else?
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
Damn.
It's tempting, but unfortunately I'm married to the stage.
You can actually pass that and have it with her if your charisma is high enough.
Running from something?
Mine is not. So we're gonna just go around, loot this place, what we need, what we want, and we'll go from there.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother.
The first thing we need is in the restroom. I don't know where the restroom is, though. This looks like the main room here. I would assume it'd be off the main room. Maybe it's upstairs, though. If you couldn't tell also, this whole place is in a subway station, which is kind of interesting. Here we go. It's in the sink, I think. Maybe it's in a toilet? Ah, there it is. Live and love. We get 5 damage resistance and energy resistance for companions. Let's see. Next up, we need to go to the bottom of the stairs. And there should be a cardboard box where we can get a overdue book. This is the bottom of the stairs, yes? Ah, there we go. Oh, that's a burnt book. That is a cardboard box, though. Oh, overdue book. I saw it. I saw it? Yeah, there it is. Nope. There it is. Yeah, you gotta steal it, though, so I'm just gonna leave it be. Let's see. Behind the counter, you can find a Nuka-Cola Quantum and a Nuka-Cola Cherry. There's the Quantum, and there's the Cherry next to it. You gotta steal them. There is a pills recipe, a Gwinnett recipe, on the counter right over here. Again, you gotta steal it.
Light, man.
And then I think that's pretty much it. That is everything that we needed to loot here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end this episode off here. And next time we will start off with... we aren't going to do that. Get that out of here. We're going to start out by clearing out the Goodneighbor warehouses. And we'll go from there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.